Hello, my Capricorns. Welcome to your reading of November 19th through the 25th, 2023. We are still in Scorpio energy, so we may be still going through some transmutational energies. We'll see what happens in your cards. I have seen that some signs have taken a big step up, that they work through some things from the beginning of the month to now. And then some others are still struggling a little bit, that have some more work to do. But this is not a contest, right? So if you are Sun, Moon, or Rising in Capricorn, then this message is for you. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for finding your way to me. I hope you will bless us all with subscribing and becoming a part of our high vibe tarot tribe, which is what I like to call you all. And I would like to also say thank you so much for blessing me with your presence here. This next week, of course, is Thanksgiving, and I do appreciate each and every one of you that likes and subscribes. And I also read all of your messages. So if you have things that you'd like to share with me, I always look at those and I always respond. So please know that, okay? This week we are working with some other energetic sprays. As I had mentioned before, these sprays are created by a woman by the name of Amanda Ellis. She is in the UK. She does have a channel on YouTube where she channels Metatron, or actually she channels a bunch of different entities, some people that have been on the planet and that have passed. So she does have the Heart Squad. So she has channeled Michael Jackson, George Michael, Princess Diana, Prince. So she's got a whole gamut of different people different beings that she works with. But she's been channeling for a very long time, and I find her energy to be quite accurate. And plus, she does work very closely with Metatron, who is also one of my archangels that I work with. But anyway, she created these sprays, and I do like to use them as they are energizers. They are energetic. We are energetic beings. So they do resonate with us. They do help lift us up. They help us through trying times. And the two sprays that I'm using today, this first one is called the Archangel Metatron spray, but it's for spiritual protection. So I will use this, especially if I feel like I'm going to just spray it now. Why not? Because it is energy, it is energetic, it is going to be infused in this video, because we can pick up things. There's no such thing as really time and space on the bigger picture level. You know, that's all stuff that's created here in the 3D. The next the next spray I am using is the Archangel Metatron, and it is called the Rainbow Ray. As you can see, it's got all the colors. Metatron was responsible for creating the colors of our rainbow. Well, actually, all color and what he did really was help with that. But this spray is called Upgrade and Expansion Spray. So I have been using these the past couple of readings that I have been doing, not just this week, but in previous readings. Upgrade and expansion. Yay! It smells heavenly. I wish you guys could smell this, but it smells really good. So the intent behind that is to infuse these energies within this reading. So no matter when you come upon this reading, even if it's after the 25th of November, that you will still get a benefit from watching. Okay, again, like, subscribe if you're new. I would love to add you to my crew. And then I will be pulling an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I am still working with the Archangels, so I'll be pulling a card from the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy Oracle deck. I'll be doing your normal card reading, clarifying their cards, and then at the end, I'll be pulling your 5 main themes to finish out your reading, okay? So right now, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you what your animal card is for this week. Oh, it's card number 18. It's Deer Spirit, and it says, bring a gentle touch. Now, when you think of deers, don't you always think of like Bambi, and they are gentle beings, right? They're very soft, gentle beings. So bring a gentle touch. We'll see how that manifests in your reading. And then your angel card is, your angel card is ear chakras. And it says, notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. So the other thing I was going to tell you, Capricorn, is what you cannot hear audibly, but is playing in the background. I play solfeggio music, and right now what is being played is 352 hertz. So that's big medicine for us. Okay, so now I've shuffled your cards a bunch of times. I'll just shuffle them again so you can see that, yes, I shuffled them. I have not stacked the deck. And we just need to know for the highest and best outcome for our Capricorn for this week, please, Spirit. Archangel Metatron, please give us guidance and messages, and the God of our heart. Please bring these messages into truth and balance for the highest and best of our Capricorn family. Okay, so these are your main cards for this reading. So I'm going to lay them out. And you are represented right here. Devil represents Capricorn energy. And we have the 8, the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, ooh, and the Justice card. Move you. So you are strongly represented here. Now I'm going to ask for clarification cards, please, for Capricorn. Put in the deck. Okay, clarified. Wow. Okay, Capricorn, you have got a lot of majors here. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. So as I had mentioned in my last couple of readings about the energy that we would be hitting for the month of November, I did tell you that we would be going through some dark nights of the soul, that we would be hitting some death and rebirth, transmutational type of energies. So I'm just trying to check in to see how you were feeling. Did you, by the way, work with your angel this last week? Did you call on the angel that was working with your sign? And if so, how did that work out for you? I'd love to hear what you, how you felt about that in your comments. And then just as a reminder, your angel this week is working on your ear chakras, right? So that gives you your clear audience, actually. It helps clear all of that for you. Okay, so this devil energy, which is representing your energy here, Capricorn, because the devil represents your energy, This is the Devil card is about, it's about, if it wasn't representative of your energy, this would be the energy of having self-doubts and personal blocks that are preventing you from moving forward. But as this is your energy, it does represent you. You're just being fully represented right here in this reading. You are being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles has to do with some changes or some choices that are coming up for you. And if you look at the guy, he's definitely looking for some balance there, right? He's on one foot. He's got the two plates that he's juggling here, right? And he's got this infinity signal right here. So this is the infinity sign. This is a card of the potential of either, a new home. It could be the potential of a new home. This could be a potential of a new job or a new way of making income of some kind. So this is something that could be something that you're working through, financial things. Juggling your money, where there's a lot of information out there right now that the banking system is in turmoil. There's information out there that the stock market is being affected by the banking system. So some people are looking at different ways and different places they can put your money. So that may be something that you're focusing on this week. Okay. It's also clarified by this Eight of Pentacles. So this would be all of your hard-earned money, right? This is working through this skill set here. As you can see, he's a very focused individual. He does have this job to do. He started this job and he is waiting to complete this job so that he can get his payout, right? So that he can get the monies owed for him for the work that he has done. So it looks like this column has to do with some potential choices with finances and putting your skills at work here. So it could have something to do with that, or it could also have to do with something within your home that you may be changing some things up in your home. Maybe some people will be moving to a new home and putting down their roots, establishing themselves in this new location of some kind. But eights have to do with advancement, and these twos have to do with choices and decisions to make, okay? Your next column has to do with what your next steps are. Your next step is a victory coming in. This is representative of fast moving energy of some kind. So whatever it is, Capricorn, that you may have been working on as a goal or as a project, it looks as though some fast moving energy is coming in to bring this to conclusion for you. Now, this could very well be some of the work that you were doing on yourself spiritually. And the reason why I say that is because the very next card next to you has to do with the High Priestess. So that would have to do with internal type of energies that you're working on, clarifying, clearing, understanding, bringing more awareness in, really utilizing your intuition in there. Now, this Eight of Wands energy, which is fiery energy, fast moving energy, bringing some things in to you quickly. So this is victory. This is fast moving. The next card that clarifies is the Ten of Pentacles. What's beautiful about the Ten of Pentacles is this is your legacy card. This means that all of your hard work, this is coming to fruition. This is putting you in a place of physical security. This is building up your wealth so that you could leave some things to your family, some positive things to your family. If you think about what we are doing here on this planet at this time as spirits in physical bodies, we are here so that to assist with clearing up all the dark gunk that has been buried so deeply from humanity for all these years, that part of what our role is, part of our mission is to clear all of that up. So why? So that we can leave a beautiful home behind for our families that are going to be left after us, right? We are creating the new earth. We are moving into this next ascension level. And I really see that you are really working this energy so that you can leave a beautiful legacy for your family. Now, this card is also clarified by the King of Cups. Now, this could either represent a male in your life, could represent your husband, could represent your father, it could represent your son, it could represent any male that you know. This king right here is a very emotionally stable individual. This person has worked through a lot of things throughout their life. A lot of times when I think of kings, I think of them with all of this knowledge and wisdom, right? They have gotten to where they have gotten in their life because they've worked very hard their whole life. And this king comes from a very stable emotional place. He is a very good communicator. This individual is very warm. This is the type of a person that would definitely always have your back. If this person loved you, you would know that you were loved, right? So this could very well be your significant other that you're in this very stable relationship with, and you're creating this legacy together, okay? And then your next column has to do with either things that you're not focusing on and you should be, or things that are going to be a little bit more difficult for you to work through. And that next column, of course, had the High Priestess on it. Now, the thing about the High Priestess is there's a couple of different meanings behind this card. And as this card is in your weaknesses spot or in your obstacles that you need to overcome, her biggest contributory kind of energy really has to do with her intuition. So it could very well be that you're finding it very difficult to bring your intuition in, or bringing it in a way where you feel very solid and very connected with that intuition, where you trust it. The other thing about this High Priestess is that she's also the energy of mystery. There is this mystery about her. On this card, I don't have her showing up on the Rider-Waite deck, but as you can see, she has a white pillar here, and she has a black pillar here, which kind of does represent those two oppositions of light and dark. And as you can see, she has this is actually a cloth behind her. And this is all that separates, is this one little teeny little thin veil, they call it, this veil between our reality and the spiritual reality. And she is kind of a gatekeeper. She, along with the Hierophant, are the gatekeepers between the spiritual world and the 3D world where we live down here, spirit in a body. And it could very well be that you're not feeling very grounded, or you're not feeling very spiritual at this time, okay? That may be your weakness. And it's okay, because everything is cyclical. So even though you might not feel really intuitive right now, or like really full of mastery of anything, just know that this is just a passing phase, and that you will cycle through and feel a lot more intuitive when you put your energy into that awareness. Okay. Now these two cards are this card is clarified by the Six of Pentacles as well as the Page of Pentacles. Now again, Pentacles is our language, Earth sign, because these are the representations of our energies. Now this Six of Pentacles has to do with giving and taking. So it has to do with generosity of heart, right? It has to do with giving what you can to others without expecting anything in return. This energy is also one of blessings. because if you look, this guy right here has got a scale in his hands. He's giving money to this less fortunate individual, but he still has these other 6 pentacles, so he's fine. He's giving what he can, and that's kind of the energy that represents this. And I feel as though you may be feeling that you are in a place where you are just, barely, you know, keeping above water. And if you are feeling that way, know that it's okay, recognize it, figure out what it is that has made you feel so overwhelmed so that you can do something about that, okay? And then we're clarified by this Page of Pentacles. So again, this all has to do with our energy, grounding ourselves to the earth. This page could represent a new opportunity for you, a new path for you financially. It could very well be that maybe you decide that, you're not going to put your money in the stock market anymore, and you're just going to put your money into gold and silver or into metals or whatever it is that is going to make you feel a little bit more financially secure. Okay, so it could very well be that you're waiting for a message to come in that's going to allow you to shift those monies, or it could very well be that you're just waiting for some kind of a message to come in that's going to free you from this feeling of not being as connected to your higher self and to your intuition as you would like to be. This next column has to do with your strengths for the month. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Feeling scratchy. Thank you for your patience. That feels better. Okay. The next column has to do with your strengths. And this is a great column for you here, Capricorn. It is starting off with this Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords is telling you that you need to take action. The Knight of Swords is, this is an individual who's very analytical, a thinker, but he's also taking action. It's as though he has put his plans on paper. He's put his plans as to what it is he wants to create for himself, where he wants to go, what is his next steps. And as this is your strength, it looks as though you're going to be moving ahead now. Whatever has been keeping you in a place of feeling stagnant is now releasing and going to allow you to move. And the reason why I say that is because it's clarified by the World card. No, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. So this has to do with changes to your fortune, changes in fate, changes in your karma, because this is the karmic wheel. This is constantly the karmic wheel is constantly moving. So even though you get to this place where you're working through a completion of a cycle, also realize that that cycle may be ending for one thing, but that door is closing, but another door is opening where you will walk through that door and you will be taking your next step into whatever that next opportunity is for you. So this is definitely about evolving. This is about moving this stagnant energy. This is about moving forward with your projects. And then also it's clarified by the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card is a card that does force you to kind of step back and assess, am I in the place that I really want to be? Am I fully integrated with my higher self? Do I really understand and know all the things that I really want to know before I take this next step in my journey, right? This Hermit card is a card of taking time to think. It's also giving you another opportunity to be able to look at things from a higher perspective. If you notice in a lot of my readings, well, you probably wouldn't notice all my readings because you only listen to Capricorn probably, but I always try to get people to take a step back and to look at it from a bird's eye view. If you can see things from a higher perspective, that gives you the position to be in the witness in the witness position instead of being a integral person that's actually taking action within a dynamic. This allows you to take a step back and take a step up and to be able to look at things from a completely different perspective, right? And I feel like it's really important to do this hermit type of deep dive every so often, especially because of all the things that are really surfacing for us to look at this year, for us to really understand about ourselves this year. And as you can see, the story of the hermit is that, you know, the tarot starts off with the Fool. The Fool is the 0 card in the deck. And then he takes his journey through the whole major arcana. Eventually he comes to this hermit position. And this card is number 9, right? So this card is asking him to really go within and really do an assessment of what got him to this point. And as you can see in this card, this gentleman here is an older gentleman. He's got like this big long beard and he's got all this stuff. So I feel like it's representative of like a Gandalf, right? I don't know if you know Lord of the Rings, but it kind of reminds me of this Gandalf individual. He's very non-assuming. You really wouldn't know much about him, but he's got all this talent and he's got all this wisdom. And he is actually standing on this mountaintop and he's got his lantern here with his staff, right? And he's looking over this mountain and he's looking into this valley down below where all the people are. And now he is lighting his lantern because he's going to show others the way, whatever that means to you. So, but I want you to know this is your inner guide. This is you. This is your energy. This is your mastery. So it could very well be that you are integrating some of the higher levels of learning, higher levels of wisdom that you are really bringing down into this physical body from your monad, from your higher soul, that is bringing in this wisdom, okay? Then you have to decide, what are you going to do with this wisdom? How are you going to keep that wisdom for yourself? Are you going to start sharing that wisdom with others? We'll see what happens. But that's kind of what this whole column is about. This is your strengths. So I feel like you've definitely made a change. You definitely have gone through some dark night of the soul. You definitely have done some deep work, because here's the evidence of that work. And then your final outcome, which I think is a beautiful column for you here, Capricorn, it starts out with the Justice card. The thing about the Justice card, of course, if you look at her scale is out of balance, right? She's looking for truth and justice, and that's what she's about. And the Justice card is, this card is about truth and balance, but the Justice card is also confirming that you are on the right path, right? It's confirming that whatever it is that you're working towards, the direction that you are going with this big change, with going internally and bringing down that wisdom, you're on the right path. So keep going. And your Justice card is clarified by the World, which is another blessing card, and the Page of Wands. Okay, now this World card is talking about completions. I have seen in the past couple of readings that I've done, there's 1 or 2 other groups that have gotten this card in their final outcome card. And what that tells me is that you are doing a spiritual step up. You are stepping up in your ascension process. It's beautiful because some things have come to completion. It's not that you're completely done and over, but you have done the necessary things that you've needed to do to get you to where you are today, to help with this integration of creating the new earth and moving up in your soul expansion, right? So this really taps into this beautiful upgrade and expansion energy. And this is telling me that you definitely have completed a beautiful cycle and will be starting a new, because a new opportunity is coming in, one that is going to be full of inspiration and passion for you. Something is going to really spark your motivation. And once again, this card is about intuition, right? So this page may be bringing you a message. It could be just allowing you a new path, right? That is very inspiring for you. And I feel it all is connected here with some of this soul growth that you are working through. However, this also is talking about completions of other things in your life that you may have been working through that karma, right? Blowing out all of that karma from previous experiences or relationships that have been failed, or anything else that you've worked towards to complete in your life. And it looks as though you are completely being blessed by the God of your heart, by spirit. This looks really, really good. This is probably the best reading that I have done for this group. It's the most settled. It has the best flow. It really has a lot of representation of your energy, Capricorn. So good job. Okay, once again, like, subscribe if you've not already done so. And now I'm going to take a minute here to grab your last 5 cards. These cards are either going to, I'm going to leave these on, are either going to solidify the messages of the reading so that it just reaffirms, or it's going to be some additional messages for you to consider, okay, that hadn't been talked about. So your first card is the Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to affect all of you, but be aware that this energy is there. And you might want to think about a response if somebody tries to get you to do something you don't want to do. Your next card is the Bell. There's some kind of announcement. Maybe somebody's getting married. Maybe somebody is going to move to another country. Maybe somebody's having a baby, something like that. Let's hope it's a happy message. Okay, your next card is Wealth. I want this card. There was a lot of money represented here. There were a lot of pentacles in this reading. So it doesn't surprise me that wealth is a topic of consideration here. Your next card is a Pen. So new job or career. That's exciting. And then your final card is a chain of events that will affect your life. What's interesting about this card is it looks like it's more of a world. Like it looks like it's the world, right? Like there's land, mass, and water. So this could very well be some things that are happening outside of your day-to-day. It could be something that's happening on the bigger stage. Yeah, and if we really truly go to war, that would definitely affect us all, right? Let's hope it's not that. Okay, Capricorn. Woo! This was a great reading. I hope you found some information here that was helpful to you. As always, keep what resonates and release what doesn't. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you are very safe in your travels if you are traveling to go visit family. And most of all, I hope that the Lord blesses you as you have blessed me. Thank you for being here. And until next time, take very good care of you. Okay? Cheers.